guys, it's me Srushti again and welcome back to my channel. If you're watching my videos for the first time, I hope that you will like them enough so that you will stick around. And I saw a video posted by Tasty recently that they have said that it's a 20 ingredient versus 10 ingredient versus 2 ingredient chocolate cake recipe. And as we all know, chocolate cake is a kind of thing which I feel like is very ingredient intensive. It requires a lot of ingredients. So I was really skeptical that how will this 2 ingredient chocolate cake taste like. The 2 ingredients are just egg and chocolate. It doesn't have any flour, it doesn't have any baking soda, baking powder, nothing. So I am not a baker and I'm not even that good of a cook. So if I'm doing anything wrong and if you feel like anything in my technique is wrong when I'm baking, then be sure to let me know, because I'm just a normal person trying out a tasty recipe and I was very curious, so I thought I will show you guys along with me that how that cake tastes and how difficult it is or how easy it is to make just a 2 ingredient chocolate cake. And let's get right into it. So the first thing which we are going to do when trying out this recipe is that cracking 8 eggs. And if you're someone like me who doesn't really know how to crack eggs and how to separate those egg yolks from egg whites, then please don't try out this recipe, because I was staying there and struggling for like solid 10-15 minutes and cracking eggs. And let me just tell you guys that me and eggs, we do not go well together. And I know that this is not the well-known technique for separating out egg yolks with egg whites. You know, I just separated it with a spoon. This is not the known technique. Okay, so now let's go and whip those egg whites. This is going to take a large amount of time, just a very too much amount of time. While doing this, I had questions like existential crisis and why did I take a small bowl, so now that I have to transfer it into another bowl, and oh my god, I was so bored while doing this. I had questions like, why the name of my channel is My Edible Logic and I rarely do any edible stuff on it. But at the end of the time, it's really satisfying because you get to see those foamy peaks and it starts looking like clouds, and then slowly, steadily, it just starts turning into a nice cloudy appearance, if you will. Also, I had really big existential crisis questions like why Mr. Beast is the same age as me and why is so much more successful than me. Just normal stuff like that. I had a lot of fun doing this. Well, that was a lie. I did not have a lot of fun. And look at those peaks, you guys. I love those peaks so much. Okay, now we will just melt the chocolate. We are going to melt this chocolate in the microwave, and I was a bit skeptical about melting chocolate in the microwave oven because I have done this before and I have burned the chocolate, and I don't like wasting chocolate, you guys. Nobody should waste chocolate, right? So let's see if this chocolate gets burnt or not. If there's a slightest possibility of it getting burned, then I will do it in the double boiler. I am a double boiler kind of person. I like melting chocolate into double boiler, but this video sort of changed my views on melting chocolates because this didn't get burned at all, and it was so much more easier melting your chocolate in just a microwave oven rather than putting up a double boiler and melting the chocolate. Okay, so after we have melted the chocolate and we have separated those egg yolks from the egg whites, so we will now mix those egg yolks slowly, steadily, little by little. Just take a little bit, 2 or 3 egg yolks maximum, and then mix them into your batter This is a sort of a representation of how thick your batter will be after you add just those egg yolks in it. And look at those ribbons, you guys. It looks so shiny and gorgeous. The batter is looking so nice. Okay, now that we have this batter, we will gently, very, very gently fold those egg whites and cloudy looking mixture into our gorgeous chocolate mixture. And this is the favorite part of this recipe, you know. And now it is dark looking chocolate, and it will slowly, steadily turn into a milky white chocolate, and it looks nice. I like it. Yay! Look at that, it's looking so nice. I wish I could do, you know, my nails with water marble and things like those. If you know what water marbles in nail art is, go look it up. After you have done watching this video, don't click away, please. Okay, so this is the sort of consistency we have after gently folding those egg whites in our batter. It is a really watery kind of consistency, and at this point I'm questioning things like if this recipe is going to turn good or not and things like that, because I am anxious. Okay, I don't want to waste that much amount of eggs and chocolate. So we will put our batter mixture into this pan which I have oiled previously. This is an oiled pan. Also, Alvin from the Tasty Producer, who have developed this recipe, have told that you can bake this entire batter at the same time, but I was really skeptical that it will spill over in the microwave, and I didn't want the batter bursting in my oven. So I just took half of the batter and we are baking it now. We will know if this is going to turn out well or not after 45 minutes. And I had to wait 45 minutes because this cake needs to be cooked at 160 degrees Celsius at convection microwave setting, if you have that kind of microwave, at 45 minutes. My God, 45 minutes. I'm going to question my entire life decisions in those 45 minutes. I'm so anxious. What is going to happen? It's happening, you guys. Let's see what's happening. Okay, this is the end product. The cake looks fine. Okay, the cake is looking fine. Now we have let this cake cool for a while because that's what Alvin told us to do, that let this cake cool for a while. And I promise you guys, I have let it cool for a long amount of time. It was like solid 30 to 40 minutes, and the toothpick is coming out clear. Everything is going fine till now. I am really anxious. Now we are going to unmold this cake. This is the most difficult part of making a cake, you guys. I hate this part so much. I am trying my best, okay? It is just not happening. Okay, now we will move a scissor. It's a knife. We will move a knife through this cake. Let's see if it's going to do any good. Oh my God, please come out. Are you going to come out, cake? Please don't do this to me. Okay, also this kind of tapping method is not the most professional method used by the bakers, but I do it anyways because I'm not a professional baker. You guys, why did I try to make this video? Oh my God. It's not cooked from the bottom, and it was nearly burned from the top, and it's not cooked from the bottom. Oh my God, what am I going to do? So what I did is that I microwaved this cake for 3 minutes. I took it out after every minute, and now it's sort of looking like this. It's pretty much cooked now. I am not a good baker, but I am a Jugadu Indian proud citizen who knows how to do jugaad. So I just microwaved this thing until it was cooked, and it's not burned, so I'm lucky. now we are just melting some chocolate to decorate our cake with it. Also, Alvin, the tasty producer, he asked us to mix water into the chocolate, and water and chocolate are not good friends of each other. Okay, they don't like each other. I have tried that in the past, so I'm not going to follow this particular direction which Alvin gave us. So we will now decorate our cake with that melted chocolate. I have let it cool. Okay guys, remember, there was a lot of waiting time, and it is difficult for impatient people like me to wait for that long amount of time. Also, I forgot to tell you guys that all the ingredients were at room temperature before I started baking this recipe. It's a rule in baking that all of the ingredients, whichever you use, they should be at room temperature when you're baking the cake. Okay, so now we will let it cool now that we have decorated it, and after letting it cool, now we will take out a slice and I will taste this cake mostly with somebody from my family. Let's see who's available and we will taste it now. So now we have made the cake. I have let it cool in the refrigerator for some time and it looks kind of cooked. So let us eat it and decide if it is good or not. Aba khaunga. Sort of burnt taste, but for a cake which had just 2 ingredients, eggs and chocolate, it tastes good. Although I will say that, just make a normal cake, because I thought that a 2 ingredient chocolate cake would be less work, but it was just the same amount of work and the taste isn't as good as it should have been. So maybe make the normal cake if you are trying to make a cake at home. And let's ask Abba.
It's very nice.
Honest opinion.
It is honest opinion.
Okay, so this is Abba and he will say anything nice to anything I cook because I have cooked it. So, honest review is that, just try making a normal cake with normal amount of ingredients rather than wasting 8 eggs and 400 grams of chocolate. Okay, I will see you all later.
Well,
Bye. तुम्हाला काय म्हणायचंय?
okay.
Bye.
Bye.